today I'm going to show you how I do these things right here. I'm going to show you how I do my eyebrows. I use exclusively Benefit Cosmetics on my brows. I have for years now. The video is not sponsored, however, so if that's something that would have bothered you, you don't need to worry about it. So if you want to see how I do my brows, just keep watching. I do get quite a few compliments on them, if I do say so myself. Although once this guy on Tinder messaged me saying that my eyebrows were terrifying, and I was so insulted. Like, how rude. Like, way to come at me insulting my brows. So yeah, keep watching if you want to see how I do this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how I do my complete brow routine. And what I mean by complete is that sometimes I have my lazy mornings where I use just one product. I leave for work because that's all the time I have. But when I'm not in a huge rush, I do my full brow routine, and this is what I do. First things first, I use the Benefit Tweezerman tweezers to pluck my eyebrows. They are no longer for sale at Pharmaprix. I'm not sure if they're available elsewhere. Any Tweezerman tweezers are really good quality. These ones, like I said, are the Benefit ones. So they do have this little brush thing, which at first I thought was so weird, but it's so practical to use when you're brushing up your brows to go ahead and pluck. Now I already went and plucked all my strays. I do normally pluck my own eyebrows. Occasionally I will go to the Benefit Brow Bar and get them waxed and tinted, but I don't go often enough for it to be a thing. I'll go like twice a year. So I just maintain them myself. So a little trick for knowing exactly how to shape your own brows is you just take like a pencil, take a makeup brush, and you want to go ahead and the indent in your nose here, you go up from there, and that is where your brow is supposed to start. Same thing on the other side. Then if you go with your nose to the end of your eye, like so, that is where your eyebrow is supposed to finish. Same thing on the other side. And then if you go ahead and it's nose to iris of the eye, that is where it's supposed to arc. Keep in mind, Michelle Phan said on YouTube years and years ago that your eyebrows, they're supposed to be sisters. They don't have to be twins. Our faces are not nearly as symmetrical as we would like to believe they are. So it's okay if your eyebrows don't match exactly. As long as you get them looking similar enough, don't freak out about it. We all have a good brow. Like, we all have a good side of our face. So once my eyebrows are plucked and ready to go, the first thing that I'm doing is I'm gonna go in with my brow microfilling pen. So this is a newer product from Benefit, so it's something I've been integrating into my routine for the last month and a half or so, but I really like it. It makes my life a lot easier. So it's a brow pen for micro-fine hair-like strokes. And as you can see, it has these 3 little felt tip ends to it. Mine is in the color medium brown, by the way, so you can draw on tiny little hairs like that. So what I do is I take it and I will go in the very front here because I'm missing some hair right there. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna draw on, fill that in. So I do go a lot more heavy on my right eyebrow than my left one because I'm concentrating it in the front, and I do have more hair here than I do there. And I will go and add just a little bit on the other side. So that's just with this pen. I love how natural it looks. Then I go in with my favorite product, which is the Precisely My Brow Pencil in 3.5. What I like about the color 3.5 is it's not as warm as the 3. And I know that I have darker eyebrow hairs, but my hair itself is quite light, and it's only gonna be getting lighter because I have another hair appointment to add more blonde. So I don't wanna go in with a dark brown on my eyebrows. It's gonna make my face just look too heavy. So I'm just going along that front and drawing. We just draw on those little hair-like strokes. Now towards the end, I like to make my brows arc more than they do. My arch isn't as defined as I would like it to be. So I brush my brows down and out of the way. And now I'm not creating little hairs, I'm just filling it in now. I'm not pressing too hard. Now once I have mapped out where I want that, now I'll go in and fill it in. Now brush it back up and in place. And add some more at the bottom. So now we can definitely see the difference between both these brows. I'm just going to repeat the process on the other side. So now with both brows filled in, you can see that you can still see a little bit of skin through the hair. That's the point. I know that it was trendy a little while ago to have really bold filled in brows, especially towards the tail of the brow, but I want my eyebrows to look a little bit more fluffy, a little bit more natural. I know this isn't necessarily natural to some people, but this is my version of natural. Next step, I'm taking a little bit of concealer, and I do like the Benefit Boing Cakeless concealer. I don't use this under my eyes. I will use it to hide any like pimples if I get them, but mostly I just use it to carve out my brows. I'll put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I'm taking this, it's actually an e.l.f. brush, small angled brush. I start underneath. I do apply it under my brow, and then I'm going to wipe off any excess concealer on the brush, and I'm going to blend it out. And then tap it with my fingers. And then go in on the top. I don't bring it all the way. I don't want my eyebrows to look too carved out, so I'll just do it on the tail end here. And then a tiny little bit in the front. I apply like that, and then I just tap it. This is to give that front part a little bit more of a fade. And then I just look in the mirror. Do I like it? Do I want to add a little bit more of the Precisely My Brow? Did some of the concealer go into my brow and I need to touch it up? Maybe, perhaps. So I'll do that now. So this is the side that I have already carved out and the side that I haven't. There isn't too much of a difference because I don't want it to look ridiculous. I'm just cleaning up the edges basically. So I'll go and I'll do the other side. Now I always do one brow at a time just because this concealer does dry quite quickly. So I don't want to get like any dry, flaky concealer look around the brows because that's not cute. With both sides done, I'm going in with my 24-hour brow setting gel, which I currently have a mini that I'm using up. These things last forever, so I really like the minis a lot better actually. So this is a 24-hour setting gel. I'm going and brushing these front hairs up. And then the back part just down to lay it flat. Last but not least, I like to go in with my highbrow pencil. This is the original. And just on that arc, underneath the arc, the arch, whatever, to highlight. So it just lifts the brows. It's like an instant little eye lift, if you will, a brow lift. And that's it. That's my brows. Pretty easy, in my opinion. I know there's a lot of products, but you can skip things. If all you need is the Precisely My Brow and then maybe the 24-hour brow setter, you go ahead and you do that. You can always skip the step of carving out your brows. The highbrow does that effect too. So basically, you do you, boo. So comment down below what your favorite brow products are. I know a lot of people like the Anastasia Beverly Hills for their brow products. They're really popular. But yeah, let me know what you like, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.